The next one, the coefficients of r minus 1th, rth and r plus 1th terms in the expansion of x plus 1 raised to n whole raised to n are in the ratio 1:3:5. Find n and r. The question is the coefficients of r minus 1th term, rth term and r plus 1th term in the expansion of x plus 1 the whole raised to n are in the ratio 1:3:5. We have to find the value of n and r. So here we will write the value of a. What is a here? A is x. What is b here? B is 1, isn't it? And n is equal to n itself. And there will be n plus 1 terms in the expansion of x plus 1 raised to n. We will write the general term. General term is tr plus 1. Tr plus 1 is equal to ncr into a raised to n minus r. That is x raised to n minus r into b raised to r. B is 1. 1 raised to any number gives you the value 1. So we are getting ncr into x raised to n minus r. Okay, so what we are getting is coefficient of r plus 1th term is equal to ncr. We are getting this r plus 1th term as ncr into x raised to n minus r. That means the coefficient of r plus 1th term is ncr. So this is a generalization. Okay, again go to the question. The coefficient of r minus 1th term, then comparing to the general term, can you say what is the coefficient of r minus 1th term? Coefficient of r minus 1th term will be r plus 1th term is ncr. So coefficient of r minus 1th term will be nc. R plus 1 became r. It is the difference of these two terms is 1, isn't it? So here it is r minus 1 and we have to write here r minus 2. R plus 1th term, coefficient of r plus 1th term is ncr and coefficient of r minus 1th term will be ncr minus 2. Again we need a coefficient of rth term, isn't it? Coefficient of rth term is equal to, how we can write nc. Here r plus 1 became r. R minus 1 became r minus 2. So r must become r minus 1. So we got all the coefficient. Again what is given? The coefficient of r minus 1th term. That is nc r minus 2 is 2. Its ratio is given, isn't it? Rth term is nc r minus 1 is 2. Again r plus 1th term coefficient is ncr. The ratio of coefficient of these three terms are given as 1:3:5. This is what is given in the question. By using this equation, we have to find the value of n and r. So what we are going to do is we are just going to take the ratio 2 each, a pair each, isn't it? So ncr minus 2 is 2, ncr minus 1 will be equal to 1:3. Okay, and ncr minus 1 is 2, ncr is equal to 3:5. That means we can take one more pair, still we need only two equations because we need to find only two values. ncr minus 2 is to ncr minus 1 can be written as ncr minus 2 by ncr minus 1 is equal to 1/3. This we can write, just apply the combination. Formula of combination. What is ncr? N factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. So here it will be n factorial divided by r minus 2 factorial into n minus r minus 2 factorial divided by n factorial divided by r minus 1 factorial into n minus r minus 1 factorial will be equal to 1/3. Okay, numerator and denominator's numerator is the same, so we'll get cancelled. Okay, and this is the denominator of denominator's denominator. So when taking the reciprocal, this term go to the numerator and we are getting the left side as r minus 1 factorial into, this will be n minus r plus 1 when giving the negative sign to the bracket. Factorial divided by denominator will be this value, isn't it? R minus 2 factorial into n minus r plus 2 factorial. We got the value as 1/3. Just to simplify that. So we can simplify. Out of this r minus 1 and r minus 2, which is the greater one? R minus 1, isn't it? So we can rewrite r minus 1 factorial as r minus 2 factorial into r minus 1. divided by denominator r minus 2 factorial remains the same. And of these two numbers, which is the greater one? N minus r plus 2. So, n minus r plus 1, keep it as such, and instead of n minus r plus 2, rewrite as n minus r plus 1 factorial into n minus r plus 2 is equal to 1 by 3. So do the cancellation. Which all terms can be cancelled? R minus 2 factorial will get cancelled. N minus r plus 1 factorial gets cancelled. What is the balance? R minus 1 by n minus r plus 2 is equal to 1 by 3. Just close multiply. So what we get? 3r minus 3 is equal to n minus r plus 2. Collect r to the left side. So what we get? 3r plus r is equal to n plus 2 plus 3. So we are getting 4r is equal to n plus 5. Let it be like this. Okay. Again take the next condition, next ratio. What was the ratio? NCR minus 1 is to NCR is equal to 3 is to 5. So here also instead of writing like this, what we can write as NCR minus 1 by NCR is equal to 3 divided by 5. Apply the formula. NCR minus 1 is n factorial divided by n minus r minus 1 factorial into r minus 1 factorial whole divided by NCR is a direct formula, n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial is equal to 3 by 5. Here also numerators n factorial, numerators also n factorial can be cancelled. And this denominator will come to the numerator. So what we get is n minus r factorial into r factorial divided by n minus r. When we open the bracket, so we are getting n minus r plus 1 factorial into r minus 1 factorial is equal to 3 divided by 5. Again comparing n minus 1 and n minus r plus 1, which is greater, n minus r plus 1. So what we do? N minus r factorial we will keep as such, divided by, instead of n minus r plus 1 factorial, we will rewrite as n minus r factorial into n minus r plus 1. So now again r factorial and r minus 1 factorial, which is the greater one? R factorial. So rewrite r factorial as r minus 1 factorial into r divided by r minus 1 factorial is equal to 3 by 5. Again cancel, r minus 1 factorial gets cancelled, n minus r factorial gets cancelled. What we get? R divided by n minus r plus 1 is equal to 3 by 5. So what we get is r divided by n minus r plus 1 is equal to 3 divided by 5. Just close multiply. 5r is equal to 3n minus 3r plus 3. Collect r to the left side. So 5r minus 3r becomes plus 3r, isn't it? So 5r plus 3r is 8r is equal to 3n plus 3. From equation number 1, what we get? 4r is equal to n plus 5. So 8r can be written as 2 into 4r is equal to 3n plus 3. So 2 into, instead of 4r, I am going to give this value, n plus 5 is equal to 3n plus 3. So we are getting an equation containing n only. So we can solve easily. 2n plus 10 is equal to 3n plus 3. Collect 10 terms to one side. So 10 minus 3 will be equal to 3n minus 2n. So we are getting n is equal to 7. So the value of n is 7. To find the value of r, substitute here. So 4r is equal to 7. N is 7 plus 5, which gives you 12. And so r is equal to 12 by 4, which gives you 3. So the question was to find the value of n and r. So n is equal to 7 and r is equal to 3.